Good morning. In this video, we will discuss the alarming need for Kerala to look beyond engineering colleges in Kerala's concept of professional education. The column Kerala Education, which is in English, and the video is giving introduction to the column in both English and Malayalam, attached along with this video. Also, the Malayalam video discussing the very same topic is also attached in this video, along with this video. So let's just get straight into this topic. We don't need to delve deep into the matters discussed quite regularly in the columns related to Kerala education, Kerala economy, that we continue to praise, or rather continue to be comfortable that we have a very sound health and education system, which is primarily because we concentrate on investing in the elementary thing. But it's about primary health centers, and it's about primary education. It's about the base, and so not going to get deep into it. So let's just get straight into it. The job scenario is changing. The work scenario is changing, especially post COVID. The way we work, even the way we think, is going for a big transformation. STD booths, internet centers, the owners of which were both considered as businessmen or self-employees, both these fields no longer exist. Maybe internet cafes exist, but don't have that kind of glamour that it used to have at least a decade back. So what is that indicating is that there is a big shift in the way we think, we consume, we perceive, we make. Engineering colleges, especially Malayalis would be very familiar with the PC Thomas coaching centers in the early 2000s. It was a big rush. It was a prestige issue to get enrolled there. So that has changed. The artificial intelligence are coming. There is smartphones. The work atmosphere is changing. As we said before, the duration of cinema, duration of cricket match, all getting transformed. We no longer have the same time that we used to have, or we no longer spend the very same time for the very same thing which we used to. We wait for YouTube reviews to assess whether we want to go for a movie. A hit movie now runs less than 50 days. It's not about 150 days, it's not about 200 days. And 50 over match is right now something like a test cricket. A whole day spending for cricket is not something that we now want. We are familiar with 2020 cricket. We are familiar with IPL. We don't need to jam-pack the stadiums for 100 overs, 400 overs, or rather a whole day to get a glimpse of international players, because we see them playing together in the very same 11. We could see a De Villiers, we could see a Virat Kohli, we could see a Kohli sharing the stage, sharing the ground. They're representing the same team. So the way we think, the way we consume has changed. The job opportunities have evolved. So engineering colleges is no longer the only option. And right now in Kerala, especially in Tamil Nadu, we overproduce. And there is a conception that the best doesn't come from Kerala. So there is a mismatch between wants and what is produced. It's a surplus. And this surplus of engineers produce unemployment. You could see the PSC exams for a Group D job, Group C job. I'm not talking about the status of any job. But a job that doesn't require any expertise, we see engineering graduates crowding. BCom graduate is not when you just get into a bank, we don't see a BCom graduate. We might when we just slip down, we would fall on the we will be falling down. We would be heating up we will be hitting an engineering graduate when we enter a jam-packed bank, meaning that we constantly overproduce engineers. The very same thing is happening with the Ayurveda doctors. It's overproduction, and the kind of space that Ayurveda doctors get to practice themselves outside Kerala is very, very, very minimal. The way people there think, the way the people there work, it's different. So there is overproduction, and there is also underproduction. The ITIs, we don't give much attention to them. And of course, there's medical field, the labs, the nursing fraternity, especially post-COVID, the Kerala's education health system is regarded is taken high, is considered in high regard outside India. So there is space, there is scope. The technical jobs, they are gaining a lot more space. We need more expertise. That is discussed in that is also discussed in the column Kerala Economy. Also, a video detailing this very topic, where how can we mainstream electronic repair segment, and how can we address the issue of e-waste. And in that video we discussed the need to create expertise, the need to make a job that we take up a job of high value, high esteem, high prestige, a job that is considered as a job that is considered something done by a professional, that is high regard in society. Someone is considered like an engineer, like a doctor, because there are jobs that demand expertise, that demand skill. There's ITIs, not IITs. The ITIs are one such. There is Tavanur Rural Institute, a very bold and very brilliant initiative. That is something that happened. That is quite a revolutionary idea. Something that is discussed. That's way beyond time. Before time, we can say something that occurred at least a decade before. So it's a kind of visionary thing. I can't explain it. I'm just searching for words. It was quite a visionary thing. But do these rural institutes are institutes of prestige? Do they produce high quality professionals? Even if they produce high quality professionals, are they considered professionals on par with a doctoral engineer? That is where the issue lies. An issue of utilizing what is there and making them on par with the international standards. Who are professionals? People who contribute, people who are experts. An ITI is an expert job, but no longer a glamour field. Why? It's about the job market, and it's about the government to create job market, because we need jobs. We need jobs that make us feel proud. So it's about jobs that people are unwilling to take up, and then we overcrowd. Then there is this oversupply. People who doesn't get MBBS straight away go to Ayurveda or Homeo, and when they enter, they are excess in supply. And these people who are good at science, people who are brilliant, they could take up something later to lab, some other fields. Their science, their physics, their chemistry expertise could be utilized in some other way. Even this agriculture field. But because that course doesn't provide you a job, and even if it provides a job, that job is not really matching the standards set by the a globalized world. It's not a job of high esteem, so you're not going to take it up. You are not going to take up. So it's about a mismatch between jobs that we need and jobs that has not been created. The huge influx of machines, electronic gadgets, from smartphones to cars. We need experts, we need mechanics, we need technical acumen. But we are creating it? No, we are not able to create it. People who have we have great skills in that, great skills in this technical thing, they don't get the space to perform. Even if they get the space to perform, it remains highly unorganized. So that is the same thing is happening in this rural institute. The agriculture in Kerala is going for a big turnaround. The climate change, crop patterns, everything is changing, and we need experts who can diagnose, and who can give remedy. But this institute is no longer a glamour institute. So what I'm getting at is that we need jobs that suit the demand, and this demand include the prestige, the status attached with that job, and apart from the social need that it meets. ITIs and rural institutes, one example. The very same thing is happening in this climate forecast. Courses like marine geology. There are experts, there are people who are willing to take up their jobs. But they feel that if they take up a course that is not quite regular, that's not quite common, we need to flood the nation to get a job. There are no job opportunities. There is no job opportunity. So they take up a course that meets the immediate demand. The immediate demand is a stable income. So a system is going to get defunct. It is getting destabilized. These courses, these jobs remain highly unattractive. So that is where the education planning has to come in. We want to analyze what we need. We want to make sure people choose that job. People choose courses. And we want to make sure that we retain them. And we want to make sure that people who choose a course, a stream of education, a job they love, they are passionate about, are able to live with dignity, with a kind of satisfaction that what they choose, what they love, has given them a life of high dignity. And that is where the issue lies. From our production of engineering graduates to underutilized ITIs and rural institutes indicate a complete anarchy in educational planning. We need to diversify our private educational sector. That is where the issue starts. You can just look at the neighboring states. You can argue about the quality, but still, from bus service to hostels, they provide the quick formula. That is not something that's happening in Kerala. There is politics, there is campus politics, there is political political organizations in this education field. Everything you can consider all these things, and you can consider all this as a challenge. But that is not the issue. It's about a vision that predicts the future. Just like the Tamil Nadu Rural Institute, it was way back in 60s. But people like Chitra Namboodiripadu, they could sense the pulse of the future. what we need, how to make it. And that is where the issue lies. We need to have a vision where we must get more diverse. There's no space for conservatism. Self-financing colleges, of course, lots of business, lots of money coming in. And people who enter this field as owners of an educational institution or self-financing college doesn't really have the genuine intention to create or contribute to the education of the state. Of course, these are issues, but that is quite common. It's about the intervention of the authorities. It can be government, it can be the educational department, especially a very progressive society like Kerala, a democratic society like Kerala, with a very efficient bureaucracy. We have to analyze the issues. How can we create students who are willing to pursue their passion, willing to pursue their taste, just because they get a job that suits their taste? That's where the issue lies. And if that happens, we will automatically create job opportunities. When we create job opportunities, when we create an industry where people choose a job that they love, it becomes a very, very different thing. That is something that we have discussed. Professionalization of smartphone repairing segment. It becomes a very different thing. It becomes a big brand. There's also this food arena. Taste, preference, everything has changed. People are exposed to international taste. So we can modernize all these things. So it's about diversifying, it's about vision, it's about going ahead, it's about moving ahead. So it's about, once again, it's about moving ahead. Moving ahead with a vision to contribute to the well-being, for the well-being of a society that wants to break the barriers. Let's break the barriers, let's break the chains that holds us from creating something new. It's not about something new, it's about something that is within us, something around us. Just have a glance and just hold on to it and just release it for a future that doesn't want to leave the nation, just for a job that gives them dignity. Thank you.